For over 5 years, one single question haunted the Walking Dead universe. Where is Rick Grimes? When Rick blew up that bridge in Season 9 to save his family, we watched a miracle unfold as Anne rescued him via a Civic Republic military helicopter. But then, total radio silence. The premiere episode, titled Years, opens not with a triumphant warrior, but with an utterly broken man. Rick Grimes is sitting alone in a cold, austere apartment. He's staring at a television playing news footage of the complete destruction of Omaha, a major Allied settlement wiped off the map. He holds a sharp piece of glass to his own throat, tears streaming down his face. Think about that. This is the man who fought Terminus, took down the Saviors, and survived every nightmare imaginable. Yet here, he is on the absolute precipice of ending it all. Why? Because Rick Grimes has finally hit a wall he couldn't punch through. Through an intimate, melancholic voiceover, we learn Rick has been writing letters to Michonne, letters he knows she will likely never read. We jump back to 5 years after the bridge explosion. Rick is working as a consignee, a forced laborer clearing walkers on the outskirts of the hidden Philadelphia Civic Republic. Consignees are tasked with 6 years of brutal labor before they are granted citizenship and entry into the city's safe haven. But Rick Grimes doesn't care about citizenship. He has a wife. He has children. He only cares about escape. The problem? The CRM treats consignees like cattle. During a clearing mission in a burning forest, Rick is tethered to a soldier by a heavy steel cable wrapped around his wrist. He's tried escaping 3 times already, and the CRM has tightened the leash. What happens next is one of the most shocking, gruesome, and iconic moments in Walking Dead history. Realizing he cannot slip the restraint, Rick wraps a leather belt tightly around his left arm as a tourniquet, raises an axe, and chops off his own hand. He stumbles into the burning brush, cauterizes the bloody stump against a flaming walker's body, and makes a desperate sprint for freedom. It is a terrifying display of absolute willpower. But despite this horrifying sacrifice, the CRM's tactical advantage is too immense. Soldiers surround him in seconds. He is recaptured, treated, and forced right back into line. This brings us to the core conflict of the series. The CRM isn't just another group of raiders like the Saviors or the Whisperers. The Civic Republic is a fully functional modern civilization with over 200,000 residents, high-tech infrastructure, power grids, and a massive military force. Their motto is absolute secrecy and security. No one who enters ever leaves. If you try, you die. Or, after Rick's failed escape, any other consignee would have been executed. But Rick catches the eye of Lieutenant Colonel Donald Okafor. Okafor sees something unique in Rick, as well as another fierce consignee named Pearl Thorne. Okafor classifies people as A's or B's. A's are leaders, people who think for themselves and are willing to die for what they believe in. Normally, the CRM executes A's because they are too dangerous to control. B's are followers who just want to survive. Okafor recognizes that Rick and Thorne are quintessential A's. But instead of killing them, Okafor wants to recruit them into the CRM military. Rick initially rejects the offer. He wants no part of their fascist machine, but his friend Esteban points out a crucial strategic truth. As a consignee clearing trash, Rick is caged, but as a CRM soldier with flight training, he will have access to helicopters, weapons, and the outside world. Joining the military isn't surrendering, it's getting a pass to the front gate. So, Rick plays the long game. He accepts the military track. He undergoes rigorous training, adapts to a high-tech black prosthetic hand featuring a spring-loaded blade, and rises through the ranks alongside Thorne. To keep his sanity alive during these grueling years, Rick retreats into a dream world. We see beautiful, idyllic dream sequences where the apocalypse never happened. Rick meets a stylish, professional Michonne sitting on a bench in a quiet park. They talk, laugh, and connect. These scenes act as Rick's internal psychological anchor. Michonne is his light in the dark. But as the years grind on, those dreams start slipping away. The memory of her face begins to fade under the weight of CRM indoctrination and trauma. As Rick climbs the military ladder, he catches the attention of the apex predator of the CRM, Major General Beale. Beale is soft-spoken, hyper-intelligent, and terrifyingly cold. He senses that Rick is hiding something. In a brilliant, tense dialogue scene, Beale interrogates Rick about his motives. He knows Okafor is up to something, and he asks Rick directly if he is holding on to a life that doesn't exist anymore. Rick holds his ground, masking his true intentions. But behind closed doors, Okafor reveals his true endgame to Rick and Thorne. Okafor reveals that the CRM military operates completely in the dark, even hiding its darkest atrocities from the civilian government of the Civic Republic. Okafor knows the military leadership is corrupt and ruthless, exemplified when the CRM secretly wipes out the entire city of Omaha using chemical gas to preserve resources. Okafor isn't loyal to Beale. He is building a secret rebel faction within the military officers. He wants Rick and Thorne to earn their blood stripes, moving into high command so they can eventually execute a military coup and fix the CRM from the inside. This is the psychological trap that finally breaks Rick Grimes. After one last escape attempt fails because an innocent child gets caught in the crossfire, Rick realizes the brutal truth. As long as the CRM exists, he can never go home. If he escapes, they will hunt him down and kill everyone he loves. Convinced that Michonne and his children are better off believing he's dead, Rick surrenders. He burns the letters he spent years writing to Michonne. He locks away his past, accepts Okafor's mission, and embraces the black of the CRM military suit. He decides that if he can't get home, he will help change the world so no one else has to suffer. This brings us back to the present day. Rick is now a top-tier CRM pilot. He is co-piloting a helicopter alongside Okafor, flying a high-priority mission to establish a new forward operating base near Cascades. Okafor is chatting with Rick, opening up about his past, sharing how his father's dark actions taught him that hard sacrifices are necessary to save people. Out of nowhere, an explosive rocket punches straight through the side of the helicopter. Okafor is instantly blown to pieces right next to Rick. Shrapnel tears through the cabin, blood splatters everywhere, and the aircraft goes into an uncontrolled tailspin. Rick violently wrestles the controls, barely managing to pull off a hard emergency crash landing into the woods. Rick stumbles out of the burning wreckage, disoriented and deafened by the blast. Around him, a shadowy group of ground attackers equipped with anti-aircraft weaponry moves in with ruthless efficiency. One by one, the surviving CRM soldiers are shot down or executed with blades. Rick draws his weapon, scrambling through the dirt to defend himself. But a lone warrior clad in armored gear and wielding a Japanese katana carves through the remaining guards like a phantom. Before Rick can react, the warrior kicks him down, pins him to the ground, and draws the blade to slit his throat. The warrior rips off Rick's CRM helmet to finish the kill, and stops. The hands holding the sword start to shake. The helmet comes off the attacker. It's Michonne.